Hey, what is up guys, Control here. Today's video is another one on Teemo. Very soon after my last video where we revisited Teemo. This one now is pretty sweet and we actually had a lot of success with this pretty sweet Teemo list. It's one from the same guy who brought you guys the assembly bot list, a guy named Teemo. A pretty interesting take on Teemo, just like a mid-range shell with Ionia. So it's basically just abusing the Wayfinder package and using it in a way that is actually not bad and viable on ladder. For us, we just went 5-0 with this list, which is pretty sweet. Just had some pop-off games. And I mean, as you guys are going to see in the video, it's not a joke. This deck is actually decent. That being said, it does require a lot of planning ahead. And it's not super straightforward because, you know, you're really going to have a very strong grasp on exactly what you want to play around to do well with this deck, I find. That being said, it's very strong. Centered around Teemo working, obviously. You get all the shrooms in the deck, and you have a bunch of cards to protect him. Key Guardians, Retreats, that kind of stuff. Your other cards that are P and Z are going to be just Teemo, Chump Wump, and then 2 Thermos. So I think this is fine to go 8-32 for the Allegiance. Out of the games that we played, we only had one where King Cow did not work. And I don't think it's really that big of a deal, just because you're going to be keeping the P and Z cards in your mulligan most of the time anyways. If you want Thermo, if you're going to see it in your hand a lot of time, you're going to want Jump Wump unless you're against aggro, and you're going to want Teemo because, well, it's a Teemo deck. So I don't think you can really complain too much about that. They're just good cards, and I think they're sweet to run with. Other than that, though, this deck runs pretty solid package of spells. So the Eye of the Dragon plus Claw of the Dragon definitely makes sense to run. Just very solid 2s that help you kind of just not die, I guess, at any point during the game. Especially the Eye of the Dragon. These Dragonlings are just nuts in this deck, man. You know, you play the 2 clouds and they're literally just popped off already, and you get the Dragonling for next round. You got stuff like the Health Potion, Key Guardians, and Retreats, like just a very wide variety of cheap spells to activate this Eye of the Dragon to make it super good for you. Good Shadow Assassin, very good for chip damage to help you win with the Shrooms later. Chump Bomb, we talked about that. Concussive Bomb, a very good defensive card. One of the ones that I found worked the best in this list against other mid-range decks like Sejuani stuff, for example. Deny just as a 1-up because it's just a very nice removal tool to counter spells that are going to be clearing your units. Wayfinders, again, we've been over those. That's kind of how you do the crazy stuff in this list. Will of Ionia, I mean, need I say anything? I mean, I talk about this card all the time. You're playing Ionia, play 3 Will of Ionia. That's about it. Busted card. Deep Meditation in a very similar fashion to the Eye of the Dragon and the Claws of the Dragon. We're playing a lot of spells. It's very nice to draw 2 spells for 3 mana. Super good. Would have been better to draw them for 2, but you know, we'll take 3 mana with the Deep Meditation. It's fine. You got Dawn and Dusk as a finisher here. It's a very good way to win with basically any champion you have. You can play Lisa and Karma, Teemo. You know, even on like a Chump Wump or Shadow Assassin is very good as well because these are summon effects, right? So you will get the 4 extra Mushroom Clouds, 2 extra draws. So it is a very good card in this list and one that's is nice to have as a 1-of. I don't know about it as a 2-of. You could do that, but it might be a little bit heavy then. Then 1 Karma, 2 Lee Sin. Probably wondering about the champions. I think Lee Sin is just another very good way to win games, and Karma is just a super flexible champion that could be quite oppressive later on in the game. You know, maybe you don't get a good Teemo early. Your Teemo gets cleared by like a Withering Whale or something. You know, when you play the Wayfinder in 4 or 5, then you can just go Karma, get your shrooms from the Chump Wump, and I mean pop off, put like 40 clouds in your opponent's list. So I'm not worried too much about that. Overall, though, I'd say this deck is deceptively strong and one that, I mean, as you guys are about to see in the gameplay, really can pop a lot harder than you think it could. Also, sorry for the late upload today. Yesterday, I ended up streaming for like, I don't even know how long, like 13 hours or so. I did like 6 hours of Runeterra, and then I played Catherine. We started that the day before just because our top donor for a recent charity stream, Zach, requested that I play it as the request or reward, I guess, for being the top donor during the charity stream is pick a game that I stream. We chose Catherine, did 1 stream with it, and I was like, wow, this game story is pretty sweet. I want to finish it, and well, that's what I spent my Friday night doing, but it turned out it took like 8 hours to finish, so I went to bed at like 5 a.m. So slept in a little bit, and the video is a little bit late today, so I apologize about that, but if you guys are trying to check out some live content, twitch.tv/controlbaby. Usually live around 2 p.m. PST, but like today, for example, I'm recording this at 2:30, so it'll be a little bit late. I kind of don't have my shit together, but that's just how life goes. NA afternoons, basically. So check the stream out if you guys like the YouTube stuff. I definitely appreciate that. If you guys have any Twitch Primes, hey, hit your boy up. Definitely would appreciate that. Overall, though, this list is sweet. Definitely give it a shot if you guys like it in the video. It's a very fun one. King Cow Wayfinder plus Teemo is nothing new but this exact build is pretty sweet and one that makes it so it's less of a meme and more of an actual deck that you can play on ladder and climb with. Again, 5-0 on Masters ladder. I mean, we went from like 600 to 350, I think, or so. So it definitely works. You can climb, and I mean that works even at the highest of ranks. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have an awesome day. Such Kali. So Such Kali usually means that they're playing the whatchamacallit deck, the Crocolith version of this, which means I don't think they really run too much other than Feast to deal with this. So I think keeping the Teemo here is fine. We're on evens too, so it's a pretty good hand. But that's usually what that alludes to, that they would then prefer to Feast. So maybe it's even like Key Guardian plus Teemo next rounds. Lose spell mana, we go Eye the Dragon, then go for King Cow. It's probably okay. Means that like at least after these attack, they would then be leveled. I also have spell mana for retreat now, so I guess this round I'd probably just Key Guardian to keep him alive, and then next round retreat him if I need to. But I think that makes sense. Wanted to have 2 Wayfinders instead of 3. I believe there are 3 in the deck. It removes 1 card from the counter once cards are drawn. Is how the tracker works. So I'm gonna say, since he's on odds, it's probably gonna be Caretaker next round, which we're probably not gonna be too happy about. But then we'll just retreat, return, and then do the fun stuff with that. Yep, average play. Nothing too fancy schmancy there. Take 7,000 damage, but we're okay. How stacks are you? Oh, you mean why not have 2 instead of 3? Because you really want the card drawn. That's why. Not too much more to it than that, sorry. Yeah, you just really want the card in play, I think, is the logic. So. No, it works. See, less farm. Okay. The pop off. Is this gonna be round 6? 5 Teemo strike? Oh, that's kind of good though. I guess I can just like retreat, return. I mean, I wouldn't want to retreat, return a Teemo though. I guess I could retreat to turn like, I don't even know. I mean, I'm just playing all in for the meme right now, honestly. Yeah, I'm just all in for the meme. That's it. This has just gotta work. Every single time it's gonna work, right? He'll never have a grasp or like a vengeance or anything. It's just always gonna be, let's go with the middle one. It's just always working here, I think.
A new seed. Could you hold this?
800. Okay, well, let's another snippet duel, boys. We gotta do that one again, I guess. It's casual turn 6 800 shrooms. Yeah, okay, well, let's see if he draws a shroom, guys. What do you think? Oh, he drew a shroom. Crazy. Oh, 22 shrooms. Unbelievable. Okay. That's 22 dabs. I stopped counting, but that's going to be 22. Whew. That's a pop-off, gentlemen. Let's count. I think this is the first Anivia I've seen in like 2 months. Absolutely insane. So Anivia with Shadow Isles. I guess I deal with Teemo in not too many ways. Like I guess the most obvious one is like Vile Feast, which he probably will keep against this class. And another one that's pretty clear is going to be, I guess, just like Grasp. Are like the two ones that come to my mind. Doesn't even seem like you'd always want to play this guy right away, because pulling him with Wayfinder later is probably a little bit better. But I think it's okay to kind of just like assert the Teemo, and I don't really have any problems with it. Maybe even argue like playing the Eye of the Dragon here is actually better than just open attacking, because if he has a way to remove Teemo, it's going to just be the same no matter what. So this way, if he's at least going to remove the Teemo, I get it damage in. So I think developing here is probably fine. Just because like in these factions, he's not going to have any elusive units or anything. So it'll just always be Vile Feast. Sure. So I don't get any more damage, but I also don't really lose anything here for doing this. I get shrooms though. Oh. Wow. I mean, that's definitely a thing. So he never has Whale, right? Whale is not a card that ever exists, so I mean, we don't have to worry about that because we're just not going to talk about it. Withering Whale literally never exists. 0% of the time it is a card, and you know, game 1 is just going to be great. Nice. Okay, that's actually kind of good for us, because we see that he can't have Whale now, so I'm going to get the 2 Teemos now, hopefully. Assuming we get the Allegiance, right? As it could be the case that we do not get Allegiance here. Okay. So, step 1. We didn't get boned by Allegiance, which is nice. I think even attacking with the 2/3 here is actually pretty smart, because you know, maybe he even blocks with like the Wreath Collar, that's fine, but if he blocks with like a 3/2, we can't actually block that otherwise because it has Fearsome, so it actually makes sense to do this, I think. So this way we get a leveled up Teemo. He's got 15 shrooms in the deck now. 2 2/2s. Neither of them can block the Miswraith though, which kind of sucks, because we really just have no game into that. But I mean, he is going to push 8 usually. That's just something that's kind of a given though. We can't really do too much about that. We're not really abusing the Eye of the Dragon. He's really the only bad part about this for us right now, I'd say. So Will's not really a good look here. Deep Meditation is also not really a good look. I mean, honestly, really nothing's really a great look right now. The Wayfinder sucks, obviously, because we have no 1-drops in the deck now. So that's just kind of terrible. Block-wise, I definitely want something to go into this, and something to value block, so it's whether or not I want the Shadow Assassin to live or not, or if I want the Eye of the Dragon. Maybe you do just like Will, Eye of the Dragon, Health Pot. Well, that, I guess. Because then we get the Dragon Links to heal with, and we basically just like let our Nexus go back up, because we're still kind of getting there with the Teemos in this case. It's just meaning that you know, we're getting a little bit more juice out of these eyes. Kind of a confusing one. Grass maybe. Sure, that's fine. So say okay. So I guess the only thing then is like, would I heal the 1/1 or my face? I I think it's still my face a lot of the time. So we're pretty low. We do heal for 2 or for 4 usually though if we do this, so we'd be at 13. I think I prefer this still over the eye, because you can still stop the healing with the Dragonlings. It's just safer. Could also say that like I have to play Elise in here over something like Meditation as well, just so I have cards that will block the fearsome units. You could be right. Could also just draw spells that are going to do well, right? Like we have, we don't have a ton, I guess. We have like Will, which is not very good. We have Concussive Palm, which is good. Thermo's also a pretty nutty one. So I probably should just do this for more Dragonlings, just to block the 1/1s. Key Guardian Palm, sure. So just return that. Definitely not the best use with the card in the entire world, but that's okay. I don't even know if I play here, to be honest. It scales 6 if I play the return, I guess, which is kind of relevant. That's like basically the reason why I do that there, is just so I have him closer, because I mean, with the spells in hand, I have him leveled, otherwise I don't. So the Dragonlings don't block anything right now, other than the 1/1 if he attacks with the Elise. Chronicler. What? The fuck? So he's gonna block through the Teemo, I guess. So I can save mana for deny, I guess. He does 8, I heal with those, so I just pass on, I guess. I mean, that's kind of good actually. But I deny that though. Him getting another Elise doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
I don't get Dragonlings though, which is kind of a big deal, but this is fine. I just go 2/1s into his 1/1s and heal with those. Like, it's almost weird that he would attack with like non-fearsome units. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better for him actually. Makes more sense, I think. Karma for random spells is kind of cool, but not that big of a deal. Stunning something on my offensive turn isn't really that big of a deal either. I probably do want to just do this though. So we draw. That's nice. So we're on turn 8 right now. Yeah. So we're still a little bit off getting like the double streams of Karma. We do want to play Jump Bump though, for sure. We know that. And then we get the barrier with one of them. So we probably would do that. So we should just play the Jump here, I think. See what he does. I don't have mana for deny though, but I think it's okay. He's not gonna be able to deal with both me and Teemo. So we're gonna have like at least one threat. He'd always block the Wump.
Enter your spirit.
He just lets it go through, but he's just okay with that. Without playing the Puffcap first. He's always gonna block, so it's not really something to talk about. Okay.
Oh, that's a harvest right there. I will not hold back. I fight with the dragon's fury.
But am I stupid if I did that first? Then I could have had Dragon's Rage. It's my bad. I actually am stupid because like I don't have the effect now, so it's my bad. So I would have done 4 more damage, I guess. Definitely dumb. Glimpse, okay. Yeah, 100% my fault, my bad. So my idea was that I didn't want to show that I was going to do that, I guess, and just like... My logic, it's not that I didn't want to show that I wanted to do that, it was that like, if he made the trade there, or he didn't trade, sorry, and I just put him at 8, I was pretty happy. That's why I didn't want to use the spell first, because sometimes he would just say he's okay with that. Obviously that wasn't the case where he did that, but sometimes. Attacking with these the elises doesn't even really seem good for him here. Because like he doesn't push any damage and he just gives me the opportunity to trade. It almost just seems kind of silly, I think. Because I just gotta do that now. That's probably about it. I feel like I want to wump this round and then just like go Karma and then all the clouds next rounds. I flow more mana here, but like I can play the Wumps' burst spells anyways. And I have mana for Deny as well with that. Or I can just do this now. Okay, cool. Good stuff. So pass. You could have a second one, I guess, right? Like it's very possible. Sure. So that'll tear up the Elise. Definitely giving him better trades.
My true beauty is beneath the skin.
So be like whether or not I want to greed the Karma here, basically. Is there like a good reason to greed the Karma? I attack with the Teemo, it hits. He has like 80 shrooms in his deck already. If he plays Runation, I can answer and I put 70 shrooms in his deck, so it's not that much worse, but I do lose Karma. I have Deep Meditation, Concussive, and Wayfinder, which does nothing for next rounds. It's kind of like pretty bad if he has a second Runation, but I really want to do this, so I'm going to do it. I don't think it's the right play. I think the right play is to just attack, but I want to play Karma on all his shrooms, so I'm going to do it because I want to, not because I think it's good. Because I really don't think it's that good at all. I think it's a bad play to do that. I think it's better to just go in right away. But because, you know, Master Ladder is basically unclimbable right now, it's okay to play for fun, I think.
I'll see this through. Conflict is all in the mind.
69. That's a sex number. Okay. So I guess 69 is the magic number where your opponent concedes. So I guess the play is to always play Teemo and Karma and get all your champions leveled and pop off. Good game. But yeah, if I was like actually trying to go for rank 1 there, I think that I probably would have not played Karma, just gone in. But you know, the beauty of it is you really can't climb Master Ladder right now, so I might as well try to have a little bit of fun with play and mess around a bit. Good game 1, honestly. Wasn't really too bad. Yeah, pretty solid. Swain. Is this a new spin on the Shadow Isles control without Elise, maybe? Could be. This is the exact same hand I had last game. Why can't you climb Master? You need to have a win rate that's very impossible to achieve to actually climb into like the top 100 ranks. We pretty consistently hovered like around 300 to 200 though. That's not too tough if you're playing like relatively good decks. Wayfinder, this is literally the exact same start that I had last game. 1, 2, 3, and 4 on evens. That's actually crazy. So in a similar fashion, all the ways that he can clear the Teemo will be the same, so I should actually play the Eye of the Dragon here. Just because I might be able to clear an extra unit, because he would just feast the Teemo anyways, right, if he had it, so... or Guile, I guess, sure. That's fine. So Guile into Flock, maybe? I'm fine with that, though. That's kind of wonky to run with Swain, though. Like, is that really worth it? I feel like no, but I mean... What do I know? Sure, feast. Okay. And this is where we always hit the allegiance, right? And he never has whale. Oh. Well, that was a cool Teemo deck. It was a nice try.
Please, I have connection.
Don't really have other avenues to win with right now either, to be honest. It's a little bit awkward. There's definitely like lease in stuff that we can still do, so it's not like it's a doomed game or anything. And I mean, it's still very very possible to win with here. Especially because we are playing Ionia into Swain, where we can just like Will of Ionia him over and over again, and this guy probably won't have too much fun with that. Can double health pushing my units to get the claw out. Should be good. I don't think letting any of them die makes sense because he's just not wide on board. And it's pretty clear that he's not running the Brood Awakening card now because of the whatchamacallit nerf. I don't think I deny that. Should be fine. Swain level up 2. So it's clear that he's not running Brood Awakening because he's not playing Elise. Sure. Dawn and Dusk is kind of pog. Not so much right now, but in general, it's pretty good. Okay, this should be fine. What truck am I using? Exclamation mark, tracker in the chat, my friends. Again. Do I let him have that? There will probably be better times for me to utilize the deny, but I mean, if I lose this board, what are we really working with? Effectively nothing, I think, so it's probably better to just do this, especially because he's so low on cards, right? He's kind of relying on these to get a lot of value, I think, so letting the second whale just get denied is fine, I think. And the eyes is okay, because we get the Dragonling. You're definitely not wrong with the whale on forward the open attack. Like, it could have been wrong for me to do that for sure. I felt like it wasn't really that terrible, just because, I mean, it's forcing them on one card relatively early, and like we already saw that he committed a feast into the Teemo, so it made me more confident in doing it. And well, it's obviously like kind of unfortunate that that's what happened. I'm not like too upset about it, I think. The dab button. Ooh, Lee Sin, okay. Technically, no, I can't level him, right? No, I can't level the Lee. Play pretty hard into Runation too if we play him right now. We do kill stuff now. Killing stuff's kind of good. So instead I don't have deny for Runation now, so it's kind of awkward. I don't think this board's really big enough for him to Runation either though, so I mean it's kind of a weird one where I guess I would do this after his attack phase and just play the Lee Sin, or maybe play the Lee Sin into his attack phase potentially. And I mean the thing with him is like I'm looking at Dawn and Dusk too, so it's like I'm always going to be playing into Runation anyways is the thing. But I mean if I give it to him here I'm basically just giving him the game. But based on the hand it might just be worthwhile to do anyways.
I'll follow your lead.
Just because we're kind of boned. They have decent defensive options. It's not like they're that bad, but it feels like it's okay to just commit to it. Sure. So 4-3 into 3-2 is fine. Pretty okay with that. Just let them make some trades. Sure. Should be fine. Obviously he's getting value out of his cards here, but I don't think I really mind too much. And honestly, one of the big reasons why I don't feel that bad here is like I'm only playing into a couple cards, and I have a Will of Ionia, which is absolutely backbreaking for Swain decks to deal with. As you know, somebody who's a pretty big Swain fan, I am not a big fan of Will of Ionia. I will tell you guys that much. I do not like that card very much at all. You do not really go hand in hand. So we say okay. So Ikasuna is 1/3. He attacks with that. I don't think we really care. I guess I can get my Elise in like a barrier and block it. That's a plan. So do this then.
I will not hold back. I'll see this through.
Pass. Passes back, so he's gonna stun 1/3. I'm stupid, dude. I gave myself a Dragon Link, so I actually can't do the Dawn and Dusk lethal play now because I'm dumb. My bad. I am muy stupido. So I can will that if I want. It doesn't really seem that good. Can Palm 2/2. Palm 2/2 gives me challenge in Dragon's Rage, that's why it's good.
Conflict is all in the mind. I fight with the dragon's spear.
I'm basically just saying it's fine to play into the Ruination here, by the way. That's like exactly what I'm doing with this line.
We will not fail.
Sure. So like say I do this, my unit's not dead, he gets boot fucked back to the Nexus. So I mean like that's still good for us, right? Really no problems. If I have to get barrier I can as well, so maybe that's actually, maybe we'd rather send back the 6/6 though. Because he can't replay the 6/6, he can replay the 7/7. It's probably better. Should be okay.
Hold the line.
Sure. So like it's kind of a big deal that I got the Dragon Link and I couldn't play the Dawn and Dust to try to win with, but it's not the end of the world because I have a Will of Ionia for next round, so like basically into whatever he'll do, I'll just Will of Ionia something and then go from there. That's kind of scary, but I have this, so we're okay. Pass.
Remember your training.
I mean, if I'm not dead, that's fine. Could also at least then retreat him as well and then just replay him. It's like a very low amount of mana though, but I do have 2 retreats, so probably okay. But then I have the same Dragon Link issue, so that's maybe actually not the play. I guess I have lethal with the 2/1s anyways though. So it's not really that big of a deal, but it will mean that I get the Dragon Link again. Unless... No, we're fine actually. Okay, we're good. Or should be good at least. So on 1 card. I'm dumb because I don't have to play the return, right? So I don't actually get it. Sure, Sund. So do the Dawn and Dust stuff. I can still play retreat into his one of whatchamacallit? Into his one of Ruination. Swain. So would I return here or will? I guess I would probably will over return. Because I can still return after, but okay. It kind of sucks we don't get to see the ending where I Dragon Kick 3'd him, but it's all good. So I played into a lot of stuff that he had. Like obviously the whale on round 4 was not the best, but I think I'm still okay with the decision, to be honest, just because it's not that likely he would have it, and he already committed to removing a Teemo. Later on, it was honestly okay. Like a lot of decisions were fine. I just like kind of just brain lagged with the Eye of the Dragon. That's about it late game, I think. Definitely was not the best, but I think other than that, I mean, it's fine. Definitely a cool deck so far. Run evens are gonna do something like this probably. I don't really mind the third, but I think it's okay really. Okay, so I have Teemo on 1 into 2 more Teemos on 4, so this might work. This isn't a list that really like abuses Sejuani or anything, so I don't think I really care about the turn 1 Thermo and an Omenok. You know, in some matchups like GP Seju or something, it makes sense to do that, and it's actually not that bad. But I don't think this is a matchup where that really is going to change too much at all. So I can just put this puffcap back in the deck and still pull the Teemo, so it's okay to do this. Just attack right away. Honestly, I might even like Teemo's Mushroom Claw plus Thermo here. We'll see. Depends on what he does here. Pass is okay. Probably say that's fine. If he plays anything that has challenge or anything here, I can still just go ahead and still do the same play. Sure. So he's got 2 spell mana left. I think I'm okay just like shuffling a Teemo back and playing the Thermo here. Again, we lose 6 spell mana, we get a 3-2 though, so I mean it's kind of a good play for us overall. And I mean obviously against this list so far, it's making it look like the Teemo is going to be relatively consistent in working at least. Sure, so I got punished for shuffling the Teemo back. It's fine though. I still have a 3-2 that can technically block that if we want. I almost feel like I'd rather just go value block though. Pass is sure. So I mean in theory, this should be juicy. In practice, I mean, what can he really do? Calling strike on one of them. Archer, sure, Archer's a good move. Definitely respectable. Is attacking with these, like, does that really matter at all whether or not I do that? Is it ever arguably worse to attack with these, I guess? So because this levels, it's still gonna get attack here as well. So it doesn't really change anything. So I think that this is fine here. Brittle Seal maybe? Brittle Seal this one, then this one would be the one that would level. Never has double Brittle Seal, right? No way. Culling, sure, that's fine. So we still have one Teemo Connect level up, and then this Teemo will shuffle 30 shrooms in his list. Guess he'll shuffle 15, make him have 30 in total. So, yeah, the Archer, like, I mean, he had a good idea with it, but it's just not really how that works, unfortunately, for him. Fortunately for us, obviously, it was really, really good for us, but for him, I mean, it's definitely not a good look. That's just got to be, like, one of the easiest wills of my life, man. Like, I actually just don't care about that at this point. It's so irrelevant for us. I'm just gonna make him have, like, 120 shrooms and just chill with that. Right, like, that's our whole idea here, I think. Something like that. I'd normally wager that this is just more valuable, but in this case, I really don't think it is, just because this will, like, still value trade the Omenhawk and still be a 3-1 that can trade stuff. So we're gonna put him at 12 next round and kind of just pop. I guess maybe because he can't Reckoning, it's pretty safe to get the Shadow Assassin off. So you could say that, like, maybe I just play Shadow Assassin for some extra damage here. He can't Reckoning, he could always Harsh Winds if he wanted to do that, so I mean, if that's the case, it's actually probably better to just draw here. So we pick up. Okay, punished. So I get the same amount of damage, but I mean, obviously the shrooms aren't really going in now. Which is not the best, I don't think. I think that was about it for play effects, right? That, I mean, Sejuani, but like we're on, is it 5 or 6? It is 6, so I guess Sejuani would have been an answer too. So I guess I greeted. I think if I thought about Sejuani as well, which I definitely didn't, then I would say that open attacking was better. That's fine though. Again, it's still 60 shrooms, which is good. I mean, he's kind of on a clock, not like a super fast one, right? 60 is not like game over type of clock, but it's a clock that's doing stuff, and stuff is usually enough to win. Hey Dieter, happy Friday to you too, man. What a good day. Can palm that when it tries to attack. Could also just challenge the Elise in, I guess. I'd probably just play a Wayfinder here. Any like jump blockers we just get at this point. I don't really care about that. I'd rather have elusive stuff. So this is definitely the game where the Teemo's popped off the hardest, but it is also just like one of the matchups where like this is exactly what you would expect, really. This is a case where it's actually really bad to wait to attack because of Reckoning. So I think it's just like you open attack here basically every time, and just say he has to have Harsh Winds of those 2 cards. Otherwise, I mean, we're just gonna like, you know, look at his shrooms and kind of just laugh. So yeah, there's a lot of shrooms now. I just play Karma for fun, probably. Get some spells in there. You did Twitter? You need more? Pass. Actually, wait, so did you come up with this deck, or did you like get it from somebody else? Or going down with that in? That's a big victory right now, holy shit. That was actually insane, dude. The classic 220 shrooms. Okay. Elusives. So it's kind of maybe not the best. I probably don't want Chump one. Claw's kind of okay. It's not like the best though. Shadow Assassin is probably what I want, realistically. Will of Ionia is also like a decent card. Teemo's like okay, he just blocks though usually. Like he really doesn't do much more than that. It's fine. It's okay. So I think like the thing here is I just don't want to die, right? That's one thing this deck will do to us a lot, is just kill us. So having ways to not die is pretty important. And Teemo as a blocker in this matchup actually seems to be like a decent way to not die. You popularized Karina. You probably shouldn't tell people you did that. That's not how you make friends. I think open attack is still the best, because he's probably going to play a monk here. Feel like it is Elise. Yeah, don't tell people you popularize Karina control. That's not good. So if I go Thermo, I play around the Disciple card right now. That'll give him extra health on the Zed. Alternatively, I could just Shadow Assassin Thermo. I could also Eye the Dragon Thermo. So basically just like straight up Thermoing, plays around Elixir of Iron and the Disciple though, and I think I want to do that. It feels like it's a waste, right? But I think just with that in mind, it's worth it. Because he can't deny. So it makes sense to just play around the ways that he could add health here so I don't waste the Thermo. It's all up here, boys. Those are the 5-head plays you have to make if you want to climb. And the Teemo, dude, Teemo decks do make you friends. People still think he's like a dog shit hero, dude. I don't even understand how people think he's so bad. But he really is actually just a very good champion for what he does. He's not bad. Is he gonna double Elixir of Iron here? Wow. I mean, be my guest, man. Be my guest. If you want to go that far, like, you know what? You can do that. That's fine with me. Open attack. I'd probably just give him the level up too, honestly. Like, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Would baiting Twin Disciplines not be good though? I mean, it'd be fine, but I just have elusives to block with anyways. I'm not gonna get the attune anyways. So it's like, do I really... Maybe this is draw. So if I go for Eye, it's like a Thermo look again here, but I just don't know if that's exactly what I want to do into that, or if that's really worth it. On the flip side, I could still Thermo like an elusive unit as well, right? To clear that so then Teemo does level. But I feel like it's still level up. And if I need to do that next round, I think I will. Shadow Assassin, sure. Let's just pass. So it'll probably wait for me to Thermo that and then play like another whatchamacallit unit. I can't play Eye and Chump Pump here. I can Chump for 2 spells and get Claw out, but then like this just kills me. Playing for just Thermo doesn't make sense. I'm probably not going to attack with the Teemo here, but on the flip side, like I'm really never going to be able to get ahead and have a lead with the Teemo to make him work then. So it's kind of weird. It might be like no Chump, go for Eye plus Shadow Assassin, and maybe like the Thermo then. I'm going to maybe just start with that. That's interesting. Okay, well he didn't get any elusive cards with that, so that's actually pretty good for us. So if I play the Teemo's Mushroom Claw Thermo here, sometimes you want to have a health buff. And then I can go in for 6 and get the 3-2. Which could be good. So I should probably try for that line, I think. We flip him. And I mean, he's played 2 irons already, so it's like basically 1 more iron or the 3 disciples usually. Or disciplines. I don't know why I always call them disciples, but the +3 attack or +3 health card to buff up the Shadow Assassin and block the Teemo with. Those are effectively his options here. Could also argue that Zed is like very worthwhile to block, but I do have the claw, right? So I already blocked 1/2 of the Zed, so I feel like it's okay.
Master, beauty charms while claws take hold.
Shrooming, baby. It's not even like going that ham either, right? Like he drew 3 already, so it's only 24 versus 30. It's so good though, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm happy about it. Have meditations online too. It's kind of a weird round, especially with double Eye of the Dragon and a magic where my opponent's definitely trying to kill me here. Yo, Will Bad B, thanks so much for the prime, man. Appreciate that. If you've had an awesome day, I definitely appreciate the support, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Protector is super annoying. We have no real good blockers for that. I mean, I guess it is just Chump Bump then, but it's just off. Chump at least blocks the 4/4, right? Which is a thing. I'm unsure if I actually like the double cloud play though, because then I have like deep meditations being like very discounted for next round. I could go like double Eye as well, gain spell mana. Maybe that's actually. It's pretty likely I actually get the Dragon Links. It's actually probably better to do this, I think. Because I attuned twice, right? So I effectively gained 2 spell mana that I use with the meditation. Why is that a 7/6? What the fuck? Okay, well. That doesn't have elusive next round, so that's kind of nice. We do this. I can't play either of those. Yeah, I was really hoping for like a health potion. That's fine though. So it's gonna be like that. I don't get Dragon Links next rounds. Which sucks. If I open attack, I put him at 6 and he has 44 shrooms in the deck, which isn't really enough to win with. I think that has to be about it. These cards really aren't that valuable right now. It's too late. I think I agree that I do need to save at least the 1 Shadow Assassin for sure to win with. I think you're definitely on point there with that. I mean, it'd have to be Will, right? Otherwise we just get there. Double Will? Oh no. Okay. Well, that's double Will of Ionia. That's not very good for us. Believe it or not. Yeah, that's kind of bad actually. But okay. If I go for this line, I don't get to play any of the I don't get to play a Shadow Assassin, but I only have 1 elusive unit to block anyways, and I can still block it with a Teemo technically, so it's okay. We also just have lethal here anyways with this, so it's okay. Like the clouds are just like always lethal. We get 4 again no matter what. I've ran the numbers. Simulations have been ran and we already know the outcome, so good game. Or I guess, well, I maybe should have ran the simulations 1 more time. That could have been a good idea. But still, that's okay. I believe it's like that, and then reblock these isn't really that big of a deal. Something like that should be fine. Maybe actually blocking this with this, or going like Teemo into this is good in case if like it denies, so then I wouldn't die though. But okay, we're good. So pass. We still have Wayfinder as a draw, by the way. That'd be pretty gross if we got that. It wouldn't really be relevant anymore, but it would be pretty nasty if we picked that up at some point. So he technically blocks the Teemo because he has an elusive unit, right? And I don't have a way to interact with that right now. So he did not play the Zed from the Will, so I know that he has 2 cards in his hand, and one of them is a Hawk, and one of them is going to be a Shadow Shift. Okay. So I could get Dawn and Dusk off this. Is there anything else that gives us lethal? I mean, you can just replay the Conspirators, so I mean, that's not really going to be it. I guess we can go Shadow Assassin first. It's technically the easiest way to win, right? And then he has to like play an elusive card. Sure. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. Oh no, I can't Dawn and Dusk. I love it. But he is always dead, right? I mean, it's just always lethal for us, so it's okay. We're not gonna die next turn. We'll be good. So we should go Eye of the Dragon and Health Potion, I think, here, because then we get the widest board that we can have for next round and heal a little bit.
Not my fists.
I could technically do this instead, I guess, just to draw more. And Health Potion next round. So I should probably do that instead. It was pretty good again. Cool. Okay, so attacking is just bad. We don't want to do that every year. So just pass. He loses a buff next round, right? So it's only a 1 round thing. And we still know what 2 of his cards are. This mana, I don't think the spell mana is going to be that big of a deal there, right? Like, we'd rather have the 5 units so he can't just open and kill us. I think, at least. I could be wrong, but it feels like retreat blocking with like a Teemo is going to be good. Then we can like Teemo Dawn and Dusk and then have the pop off win. Shadow Assassin is also really good with Dawn and Dusk because you do get the 2 draws with her, which is really, really sweet if you need to find something as well. It's like at this point in the game, I mean, like the shrooms are cool, but like, you know, he's at 2 health, right? So it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm still gonna do it on Teemo because, you know, I'm just a Teemo gamer, but it's not the most. So here's another elusive unit for next round. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really change anything. You have Katarina, but you can't find a good deck for her. Do you know a good one with her? I'll go ahead and masters with a Teemo, sorry, not a Teemo, a Katarina Yasuo list. So that's definitely something you could look into. Would be probably what I would recommend with him. So it's weird that he doesn't want to play Blade Scout if he was going to do that. But okay. I definitely respect the hostile style. Should be something like that. I think that's about right. I would have maybe Key Guardian if I could, but I can't because like it's a Teemo in my hand, right? I also don't think I could play one of the Teemos and then play the return on him because it's going to turn into the Mushroom Cloud right away, unfortunately. Sure, that's actually really good for us that he did that there because now I can just play my second Teemo and I have Dawn and Dusk for next round, so the retreat kind of baited him, I guess. He is going to have 2 elusive units though to block us with, but that's okay. I can actually just, I guess, Key Guardian and play it and then Dawn and Dusk next rounds. I believe he's not gonna have like single combat or anything though, so maybe to like play around Will or something. I don't know what order this is better and like whether or not it's better next round or not. Because he's not gonna have any effects where he's gonna like attack them or anything, so I guess it's fine to just do now and play it. Maybe if I have that, it could be better to just say okay now and then play next round. It gives him an action though, is the problem, and you could develop more elusive, so that's actually probably wrong, but it also probably doesn't matter that much because he has to just have 3 now. I guess what matters is the barrier effect of it, right? Like the barrier is a big deal, and it's very unlikely that he's going to be having anything along the lines of a Will of Ionia, I guess. So this is my second Teemo, I think. So if I play this, I only get 1 Teemo, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure I should do this still. Over the Wayfinder. I know I shuffled the last one back in, but I'm pretty sure that I would just be losing if I played the Wayfinder, because I'd only get 1 Teemo. Let's get one last card. Attack with the real one last, so he has to block the fake ones first, so he's dead. So, does he have the will? I mean, retreating is not bad, but I think we just have lethal, right? I also think if we don't win here, he's going to be able to overwhelm us for sure, and we're going to get boned. So, I mean, we kind of have to get the dub here. Has to be like the last one, like top, so like 3 wills, top 19, I guess. Has to be the exact mana for him. Which, I mean, isn't that crazy, right? It's like, if it was like all like top 14 or something, I'd say that's insane. But I mean, if it's just 3 wills, top 19, it's like kind of reasonable. It's definitely out of the ordinary, but it's nothing that has never been seen before. And that is not it. Big dab. The 4-0 with this list, man. We're popping off with Teemo today, boys. We didn't even play Wayfinder that game, and we still just popped. It's actually so free. Let's go.